Last week it was the second event of the 2014 LPGA season, the ISPS Handa Women's Australian Open. In the field, Cheyenne Woods, aged 23, arriving in Melbourne fresh off her maiden win as a professional. Perhaps best known till now as Tiger's niece, she won the Australian Ladies Masters on the Ladies European Tour the week before, and she sat down with Golfing World to talk about the biggest moment of her career so far.
It was really exciting. The whole week was just so fun. I just feel like I had such a calm demeanor the entire week. I don't know where it came from, but it really paid off in the final round. And to see how well I played 4 days in a row is exciting for me. And for me to be able to pull that through was really a boost of confidence for what I'm capable of.
Cheyenne held a two-shot overnight lead heading into the final round, and Sunday was a good test as two-time Australian amateur champion Min Ji Lee stormed into contention. But Cheyenne held her nerve with some clutch play late in the final round to stay in control.
17 was a big hole for me. I hit it in the bunker, and she was about 8 feet away for birdie, so that possibly could have been a two-shot swing right there. So for me, just mentally, just to stay calm, keep playing the game I had been playing, don't panic, don't try and force anything, and I was able to pull it through.
Walking up 18 with a two-shot lead, Cheyenne birdied the final hole to clinch victory. But she also took a little time on the last to soak up the atmosphere and savour a career-changing achievement.
I was excited. It was a lot of adrenaline. It was a lot of just excitement in general. Looking back and seeing the crowd following us and the scoreboard and then the grandstands on the green. It was just a great moment for me.
Lifting the Australian Ladies Masters trophy at Royal Pines represents a nice piece of synergy for the Woods family. Back in 2009, Tiger won the men's equivalent at Kingston Heath, and Cheyenne is the first to admit that being related to the biggest name in golf has certainly helped her in the early stages of her career.
I would say overall it's made it a little easier. It's made me have opportunities that I wouldn't have otherwise, which has been really great. Tournaments like LPGA events and exemptions here or there, so it's been great to be able to have those opportunities. A lot of people ask me if it's a burden or anything, but I don't see it that way at all. I have a resource that is absolutely amazing, you know, the best golfer in the world at my fingertips.
Tiger has driven the success of the men's game since he turned pro back in 1997, and Cheyenne gave the women's game a little taste of what seeing Woods at the top of the leaderboard could do. As she headed for victory, Golf Channel back in the United States elected to run the final 2 hours of the event live.
I was excited for the tour because I know that that's so big for women's golf. You know, I'm always disappointed when I go home and I'm not able to watch the women on TV. And I go home, I see the men on all the time. And so for me, I was just excited for the game and excited for the tour in general and for everyone who spent so much time running the event. Whether it was because of me or whatever it was, I thought it was just great that they were able to do that.
Tiger, of course, knows all about media scrutiny and pressure. He's been dealing with it his entire career. Some of that has passed on to his niece, but Cheyenne is slowly getting used to the extra interest her famous surname brings.
I've had to deal with the media attention for a long time, but I do think that now that I've won, it takes a little bit of pressure off of me. So I don't feel myself as nervous or as under the pressure as I was before. So I'm just excited for people to continue watching, continue supporting, and get to know me as a person rather than just Tiger's niece. So it's nice to be able to show people that I am capable of winning and, you know, play my own game and don't have to depend on a last name.
She appears very comfortable mixing with the biggest names in women's golf, but it's been a bit of a journey. After turning pro in 2012, she failed to gain her card at her first trip to the LPGA Q School and headed to Europe with only conditional status on the LET.
It was a leap of faith for me. I didn't plan on it when I had turned pro to go over to Europe, but it worked out so well. I was able to travel the world for the first time in my life, and I just figured, when else are you able to do this? Travel, play golf, go to places you never thought you'd go to in your life. I go back to the States and I recommend the Ladies European Tour to all of my friends or the girls in college because it's a great opportunity that a lot of people miss out on.
The win ensures a 2-year exemption in Europe, But success on the LPGA's Symetra Tour is now her primary focus, because that will earn her graduation to the top table of the women's game, a coveted place on the LPGA Tour itself.
I think this win will be a great way to start my year. It definitely gives me a lot of confidence in my game going into this stretch of events when the season starts to really pick up. So overall, I mean, this win couldn't have come at a better time, just when I'm getting my season started. And it's a big year for me, just trying to work my way to LPGA.